Hey guys, it's Riley here, and with Fantastic Beasts and Crimes of Grindelwald coming in theaters this weekend, we decided to look at the connections from the Fantastic Beasts franchise and the Harry Potter saga.
I decided, oh shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper.
You see, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and its upcoming sequel, The Crimes of Grindelwald, might at first glance look like nothing more than a prequel, or, to some, an obvious cash grab on WB's part to milk the Harry Potter franchise for all it's worth. But upon a third viewing of Fantastic Beasts, as well as a thorough investigation into the marketing campaign of Crimes of Grindelwald, the new series reveals a deeper connection to the Harry Potter franchise than previously thought. Sure, the Fantastic Beasts movies are set in the same universe, but it's a different type of story. At first, we only thought the movie was about, well, Fantastic Beasts. But for keen-eyed viewers who noticed a few nods to the Harry Potter movies, the new series really does act as a true prequel, one that actually fleshes out one of the best storylines that ended the saga of Harry Potter, the Deathly Hallows.
The what?
The what?
For these new Fantastic Beasts movies aren't really a cash grab on WB's parts, no! It's a comprehensive story penned by the great J.K. Rowling that adds in additional layers of story on the Deathly Hallows themselves. Great story needs great characters and plotting, and I can only imagine that these new story threads being introduced into Fantastic Beasts will only enhance our viewing experience later down the line when we revisit the Harry Potter movies. It appears Rowling has created her own universe or saga of films, both in scope and in story, and they rival that of the MCU, DC, and Star Wars universes. Knowing more about the Deathly Hallows brings more depth and character to Harry Potter and vice versa. So let's do it. Let's look at all those connections. Here's how Fantastic Beasts connects to the Deathly Hallows story in Harry Potter. The most simple connection comes with its two main characters, of course. Harry Potter is about a young wizard who must fight against the forces of darkness. Fantastic Beasts is about Newt Scamander, also a bright young wizard who at first was just collecting Fantastic Beasts, but is soon roped into a fight against the forces of darkness. Their stories seem to mirror one another, at least on the surface. But whereas Harry Potter's foil was Lord Voldemort, Newt's foil was revealed to be Gellert Grindelwald. Grindelwald, who precedes Voldemort, is the most vicious dark wizard of their time. The two have a lot of connections to each other that has been established in Harry Potter and in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And it is this storyline that connects the two franchises and appears to be the storyline they will expand in the Crimes of Grindelwald. For you see, it was set up, albeit briefly, in the first Fantastic Beasts movie, in which we meet Percival Graves, played by Colin Farrell, who seems to be on the hunt for an obscurus, or the manifestation of the repressed energy of a magical child. Graves had a brief encounter with Credence, played by Ezra Miller, who will be reprising his role in the latest movie. In their scene together, Graves hands him a necklace, a pendant with a triangle with a circle and straight line layered in the middle. In other words, the Deathly Hallows. We know that Harry wasn't the first wizard to encounter the immortality legend behind that symbol, and given what we later learned about Percival Graves' true identity, dun dun dun, it's Johnny Depp's Grindelwald.
That's rubbish!
It makes sense that he carries that necklace with him. This is but a clever visual tie between the end of one story and the beginning of another. Another obvious but obscure connection comes by the way of the year in which the first Fantastic Beasts is set. You see, the prequel was set in the Jazz Age of 1926, which isn't really a date that holds significance for Harry Potter fans, but for those well-versed in their Hogwarts history, probably picked up on the fact that Tom Riddle, aka Voldemort, was also born in 1926. While that could be a coincidence, it's also likely that Voldemort himself could appear in later Fantastic Beasts movies, cementing even more of a connection to the Deathly Hallows and the Harry Potter movies. The connection goes even deeper with Gellert Grindelwald and Albus Dumbledore. Yes, that Dumbledore, played here by Jude Law. Grindelwald was a student at Durmstrang Institute and was later expelled for twisted, dark experiments and a near-fatal attack on his fellow students. Later, he fostered a friendship with a young Dumbledore, making plans to find the Deathly Hallows in order to lead a wizarding revolution that was to end the International Statute of Secrecy, which would create a pecking order, so to speak, between wizards and muggles. Their partnership ultimately fell apart after the two were involved in a three-way duel, which included Dumbledore's brother Aberforth, that resulted in the death of his sister, Ariana, and Grindelwald then left Britain. but not before stealing the Elder Wand from Miku Gorgorovich. With the Elder Wand on person, Grindelwald proceeded to start the revolution he and Dumbledore had planned. You can even see the Elder Wand in Grindelwald's possession in a lot of the trailers for Fantastic Beasts. This particular connection was in front of our very eyes the entire time. It's proving that J.K. Rowling truly knows her story, having laid out the connections between the two franchises as part of some backstory in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Perusing the official wiki page of the Harry Potter franchise, we learned that Grindelwald threw himself into his research on the Deathly Hallows, uncovering the location of the Elder Wand. And then it was learned that the renowned wand maker, Grigorovich, was in possession of the wand and was trying to duplicate its properties. And as seen in some of the flashes in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Grindelwald broke into Grigorovich's workshop and stole the wand, thereby becoming its new master. This leads Voldemort searching for the whereabouts of the wand, leading him to Grigorovich, who confesses it was Grindelwald who stole the wand. Voldemort then finds Grindelwald, who reveals that, of course, Dumbledore had it. Further cementing the connection comes with a surprise treat in one of the final trailers of The Crimes of Grindelwald, in which is revealed that the loyal pet of Voldemort, Nagini, one of the final Horcruxes in Deathly Hallows, was actually once a human and is now slated to appear in The Crimes of Grindelwald. Claudia Kim's previously unknown character is actually a witch named Nagini, and she has the ability to turn into, well, surprise, a snake. This furthers the connection to Harry Potter and, moreover, Voldemort, almost, maybe, guaranteeing we'll see a future Voldemort, aka Tom Riddle, in a future movie in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So with a necklace of the Deathly Hallows, the Elder Wand, the year of 1926 in which Tom Riddle was born, Dumbledore, and finally Nagini, Fantastic Beasts Crimes of Grindelwald is proving to reveal little details of the Deathly Hallows which serve as the through line in the Harry Potter movies. And sure, these connections are but a few examples. There are many other connections as well, both in name recognition, charms, spells, and of course, in Hogwarts, which will be making an appearance in the next movie. But before we go, some food for thought. Where is the Cloak of Invisibility and the Sorcerer's Stone? With the Elder Wand now being the biggest connection, could future Fantastic Beasts movies fill in these blanks? If Crimes of Grindelwald proves to be a box office hit, then I'm sure we'll see more Deathly Hallow connections later on down the line. But what did I miss? There's a lot out there that I might not have spoken about. So are there more Harry Potter connections in Fantastic Beasts and its own sequel, The Crimes of Grindelwald? Where are my Potterheads hiding? Drop in your own theories and thoughts and make sure you share this video, get everyone at home to play along. And if you even want more Fantastic Beasts action, you can revisit one of our Crash Course videos on the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So that's it, I'm Riley, and this has been another video on Collider Quick.